Greetings YouTube, Mike Haley7 here. As you can see, the temperature is 37 degrees Fahrenheit and my mileage is 16,214 miles. My heated stuff, my hand warmer is at a 3 and my butt warmer is at a 3. I'm at 2 up plus luggage because I'm a fat guy and I like the stiffer suspension. He likes it stiffer. And you notice there's nothing blinking. 9:59 a.m. Started working at 7:30. Took about a half an hour off to get ready. Now I'm going to continue my day at the office. Hopefully that camera mount will be okay. I don't know if you can see. I've got all kinds of goodies going on in there. I've got so it can turn that way. You know, all of it to get over here. And if I think I might move that down and that straight out later on. I don't want to do it now. We're getting there. It's a process. I'm in drive. Everything looks good. Got to get some gas. I think I'll go to Sheets today. Get some gas. As you can see, it's a rainy day, but right now I'm between storms. Total happenstance. I did not plan to be between storms. I was going to go out no matter what. Got to wash the bike later on. I'm wearing my total gear today. I've got on my climb pants, my Aplinestars again, and my Held Airstream II gloves. Climb jacket, Arai helmet. Thank you to the very nice person, I can't remember who it was exactly, that said I had good taste. Very kind of you. Another person said $250 for gloves. I know, a fool and his money are easily parted. That's me. But as expensive as all this gear is, it's still cheaper than 10 seconds at the emergency room. The way it is now. Yeah, it's very nice out here today. Not too shabby. Now that the salt's gone, I can relax a little bit about that, but I still have to get the bike cleaned. So the topic today, as I ride to work, is senior moments. I used to get these dreams when I first started doing the associate department head role at my job. I started having these nightmares where I couldn't get anything done. I would start stuff and then in the dream it would make it impossible for me to finish. And I felt like I was losing my mind. At one point in the dream I ran outside and I was trying to yell for help, but I couldn't even yell. Nobody could understand me. It was really a traumatic dream. And I surmised later on it was because in my job I'm constantly interrupted, or at least I was. That was back when people were actually there. So I was constantly getting people knocking on the door, coming in the office. So I could never really get one thing done at a time. It was just constantly interrupted. So I understand where that dream came from, but no, now that I'm 50, I was 46 at the time. Now that I'm 50, you know, I have trouble finding the name of things, like actors' names or movie names or product names. And I can see them in my head, but I can't come up with the name. And you probably have noticed in my videos, that does happen sometimes. Maybe it's also, you know, I'm concentrating on the road, or at least trying to. So maybe that's the reason. And sometimes I feel overwhelmed. Like I just can't manage all this stuff, can't concentrate, can't focus. Doesn't happen all the time, but once in a while, more than I'd like it to. And the question is, you know, is that just a senior moment, or is that a sign? Is the cheese sliding off of Mikey's cracker? I don't know. I do not know. I went to this Alzheimer's thing on Google's. I typed in, you know, signs of Alzheimer's or whatever, and it asked some questions like, do you have trouble finding the right word? Well, yeah. Do you sometimes feel overwhelmed and you can't figure out, you know, stuff? Yeah. And they said, you know, you probably want to get it checked out or something. And I thought, oh, God. So I don't know. I do have, I believe, 2 of the genes that cause Alzheimer's. Late onset Alzheimer's, according to 23andMe. So there's that. I didn't tighten this enough. I gotta tighten that up more. I gotta tighten all this jazz. And when I get to school, I'll do it. For now, it's just a beautiful day. I can't complain about this. You know, this is nice. It's 36 degrees Fahrenheit as I look down at my bike here, and I feel fine. Oh, dead puppy. Oh, that's so sad. Or dead coyote. Oh, that was sad. So the question I have for my audience is, for those of you who are now 50 or those of you who are past 50, when you were 50, did you notice little bits of, you know, additional difficulties finding the right word, or feeling like you just can't focus on something once in a while? Some of you will say, well, no, of course not, never. I'm a superhero. My brain is perfectly fine. I'm 9,000 years old and I can still think like a 20-year-old. Good for you. But anybody else like me out there? I don't know. Oh, by the way, there's a new Motovlogger that Bob Nelson turned me on to. Thank you, Bob. This is a Motovlogger from Florida. Just recently got into motorcycling and motovlogging. And her name is Gina. And for the life of me, again, 50, I cannot remember her YouTube channel name. So as I'm editing this video, I'm going to put her name right here. There you go. I'll also put her channel in the description, but she goes by Gina. Her name is Gina, but her YouTube name escapes me at the moment. She rides I think it's a Yamaha 250, something like that. It's a nice looking bike, and she's new, so I think a 250 is perfectly fine. My first bike was a Harley Softail Standard 2003 edition, Had the gunmetal pearl. God, that was a beautiful bike. Loud, too. She said that it took her like a month of riding around empty streets and such before she felt okay to go out in traffic. She was, you know, extra cautious. And it reminded me of when I first started. When I first got my Softail, I couldn't ride at home because I didn't know how to ride. So my friend rode at home. And then I had to wait a month for the MSF course. It was in April. So I got the bike in March. If you look at my my very first, I think it was my very first video, Motorcycle Mania or Motorcycle Madness. There's two of them. And it's just a bunch of pictures with some music. Because that was all I could figure out how to do back in December of 2007. You'll see what I'm talking about. I was playing dress up. I had the chaps and the do-rag, and I'm a badass. How I've changed. I mean, I was trying to pretend to be a badass, you know. Why is this guy putting on a left turn signal to turn right? Like a broken clock. Eventually he'll be right. If he turns left here, oh, okay, that's what I meant to do the whole time, even though I was turning right first. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's just swerving all over the damn road. This always reminds me of like the Godfather mansion. Some evil shit going on in there. Spoiled kids. They got a gate. Anyway, so Frangina's channel, she's very entertaining, very well spoken. I believe she used to work in radio, so she's very well spoken, and I think you'll enjoy her content. As they say nowadays, all the young kids are saying the content. I think you'll find her videos fun, entertaining, engaging. I remember back when there were basically two female motovloggers, and one was 808 YouTube, and the other was Ashfoot, and they both still have channels. 808 YouTube was making motovlogs from Hawaii, and then she's now, I think she's living in California now. She doesn't make too many videos, at least not motovlogs. And Ashfoot, she got married, she had a kid, she was doing some serious bodybuilding for a while there. It was pretty impressive. Oh, come on now, Mikey, an audience. You saw that, right? That was pretty much a stop. I mean, it wasn't foot down stop, but I got to stop. Look. Let's see what the safety queens say about that stop back there.
That wasn't long enough. You should have gotten off the bike, sat on the ground, prayed to Lord Buddha for safe passage through that intersection. That's what you're supposed to do. The Motorcycle Safety Foundation says you're supposed to pray to the Buddha. Pray to the Buddha.
Anyway. I've been doing this now since 2006, motorcycle riding, I mean. And my evolution has brought me to where I am today. I'm on a bike that can really get into some serious twisties, but it's got all the comfort and convenience you could possibly want. I've got all the most expensive gear on now. I used to go with the cheapest gear. Now I got the most expensive gear because you know, trying to be safe. I'm 50. I'm more fragile than I used to be. I'm on a blood thinner. If I go down, it's going to cause all kind of problems. I mean, I banged my toe the other day. My entire toe turned purple. So, if I crash now, it'll sound like a bag of potato chips. You know, it won't be good. So. Maybe when I get even older, I'll cycle back to wearing nothing again. Move down to Florida, ride around with a t-shirt and flip-flops.
What's going to happen? Am I going to get skin cancer of 90? Bring it on, skin cancer.
At that point in my life, it'll be a race between which kind of cancer or dementia or heart disease will get me. And they're off. We've got heart disease in the early lead, followed by dementia. And rounding the corner is prostate cancer. Slow and steady wins the race. Oh, God. It's Monday and I'm already a goofball. This is not looking good. Gotta be careful of those metal things. They're slippy. You know what? I still haven't checked my saddlebag to see what's possibly missing out of it. I hope it's not open. Nope, it's not open. I did push on it again before I took off. And you saw at the beginning of the video, I did check to see if there's anything blinking. So, don't know what else I can do. I suppose I could take some duct tape and just tape it. That'd be really nice and redneck, wouldn't it? It's the first time that's happened in what? Almost 2 years. It's a year and a half. Almost 2 years. And 16,000 miles. It's the first time that ever happened, so let's just chalk it up to me being a dumbass. There you go. There's that dimension again. Dimension. Listen to me. Dementia again. It's wet outside and I don't care, doo-dah. Just doing a big old wide scrapey circle. Why? Why not? Just goofing around, folks. Just goofing around. Alright, in my Kaylee 7, having talked about nothing really. Stay safe out there. Stay warm. I know that there's a huge storm supposedly barreling down on everybody. 110 million people in this path. Oh my God! In the old days, we used to call that winter.
Oh my God, they could get 12 inches of snow.
Yeah, so it's called winter again. I mean, if it was in Hawaii, okay, that's an event. But if it's in New Hampshire, they're getting 18 inches of snow in New Hampshire? Duh. It's like that old George Carlin joke. He says, people build their houses on the side of a volcano and wonder why they have lava in the living room. All right. Talk to you later.